KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 4, and here's a live look around the states. The calm before the storm, as I said earlier, seeing some overcast skies out towards the west, mid-30s, low 40s from Williston towards Dickinson. Bismarck, you were perfectly sunny about 3-4 hours ago. That is not the case as we head further into today. And Minot, though, still seeing those blue skies sitting around 40 degrees. So here is the overall flow that we're seeing right now. Not that impressive out towards the west, which is kind of the opposite of what I would expect to see at this point. That being said, there's kind of an area of low pressure beginning to form right about there or so, and over the course of the next 24 to 36 hours, this system will look a lot more organized than it does right now. As it pushes off towards the east, northeast, going to get much more together, and we'll see a lot of that snow as we get into tomorrow and Wednesday as a result. So let's get into the details of what we expect as we get into tomorrow morning. Beginning tomorrow, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, we'll begin to see some light snow pushing in from the south through the Bismarck area up towards the far north. Nothing really accumulating quite yet, but you can see some of those stronger bands from about Lytton down towards Mobridge. We'll see more and more of that from about 6 a.m. to 10 or 11 from Dickinson maybe out towards the west, along I-94 towards Bismarck, back towards Jamestown and back towards the southeast especially. This is kind of round one of this system from about daybreak or so tomorrow till around noon. After that, though, a brief break in the action is possible, especially down towards the south. May see some very light rain sprinkles pop up here or there, especially out towards the western tier. But as we get into tomorrow evening, about this time or so tomorrow, this big old swath of snow going to push in furthermore from the south as the system gains strength. So some pretty impressive blues here from Bismarck, Dickinson, down towards that southeastern or southwestern corner, I should say, and back towards the east. So more consistent as we get into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Beyond that, pretty widespread by 7, 8, 9 o'clock or so tomorrow in the evening hours. Some light snow here or there, but for the most part, again, more consistent over the course of tomorrow afternoon. Should persist, in fact, until early Wednesday morning. Again, still some light snow from Minot to Bismarck, back towards the western tier. Still pretty heavy south of Jamestown over the course of Wednesday, just persisting. Some backflow here with this system, so may see some lingering snow showers till about 2, 3, 4 o'clock as we get into Wednesday afternoon. There are some suggestions, maybe even, that we could see some light snow into Thursday from this system. So not just 1 or 2 days, going to bleed into the end of the week as well. And as far as how much to expect, kind of keeps changing here or there, but the overall thinking remains the same. 3 to 7 for Bismarck and Mandan, maybe even as far north as Garrison. We'll see out towards the west, 1 to 3 for Dickinson, same for that southwestern corner. Would not be surprised if areas towards Elgin, back towards New England and Flasher, if you get 3 or 4, maybe even 5 inches. But right now, this is the forecast for us, and the heavier amounts down towards that southeastern corner. So Lytton, Ashley, Jamestown, Steele, 6 to 12 inches. There are some suggestions that areas back around here could see 13 to 15. I'm not going to put that up here quite yet, but again, it's possible over the course of the next 48 to 72 hours. Up towards the far north, not so bad. Maybe 1 to 4 is pretty wide ranging, but if some of these heavier bands bleed a bit further north, you could get 4 inches, but again, probably 1 to 2 for you over the course of the next 2 days. And we'll see the winds over the course of the next 2 days as well, 25 to 30 or even 35 miles per hour. The good news is this snow will be heavy and pretty wet, so blowing snow not really going to be a factor for us, fortunately, over the course of this system. Here's Williston's next 5 overall. Tomorrow, 38 for the forecast high, 50% chance of those snow showers for you. Maybe a trace to an inch if you're absolutely lucky over the course of the next couple of days. 40s, though, by the time we get into the weekends. And Dickinson, 80% of this for tomorrow. 40s and 30s for your highs over the next 5 days. And Minot, a similar story. Pretty chilly over the next few. Mids, upper 30s for the highs. 70% chance of that snow tomorrow into Wednesday. But the 40s are back through the weekend and early next week. And Bismarck, tomorrow, 35 for the forecast high. Probably going to be cooler than that for the most part, though. 90% chance of snow, and again, 70% as we push into Wednesday, Joel.
Just have to see how much adds up here in the next 24, 48 hours.
Yeah, that's how this process works. I would love nothing more to be able to stay in here and say, Joel, 100% chance, Bismarck, 5.4 inches. Just not how it works. I give you the range, I give you the best estimates, and that's what we're rolling.
Somewhere in there, I guess. Kenny, thanks so much. And still to come on KX News at 4.